This is a very important message. If you live in the United States and has no clue yet on what is coming next in a few weeks and months, you better be prepared or get out before it is too late. Mass layoffs will be sweeping throughout the United States in the days and weeks to come.
Got some more troubling news related to jobs and the economy this morning. UPS is cutting 20,000 jobs due to slower shipments, and they are citing the fact that they are getting far fewer deliveries via Amazon. Amazon is UPS's biggest customer, and they are slowing down their deliveries due to the economic conditions caused by Donald Trump's tariffs. The job cuts represent around 4% of UPS's workforce. They also announced that they are going to close 73 of its buildings by the end of June 2025. Companies all across the country are bracing for a massive slowdown of the economy and far fewer sales. Price increases are also already taking effect, and shortages are soon expected. We're going to continue to follow this story and more.
So I just saw that UPS is getting rid of 20,000 jobs in 70 facilities. At what point do the Republicans go, yeah, we've seen enough? Throw in the white towel. It's time to impeach this guy. I mean, how far are they going to let the economy fall? Because they're risking everything at this point. UPS, 20,000 jobs, that's a lot of jobs, and it's not going to be the last. There's going to be another announcement that's going to be thousands, another announcement that's going to be thousands. It's going to get bad, and at what point do you abandon the sinking ship? It's been 100 days, I get that, but you got to be getting close. You got to be getting concerned. But I don't know what's going on through their heads, because they're not going to survive this, just like Trump's not going to survive this. Something's going to happen.
Just a few hours ago, on April 30th, 2025, UPS told 20,000 of its employees not to come to work tomorrow. We are talking here of an entire UPS plant that has just been shut down due to the ongoing tariff war Donald Trump has been waging against China and the whole world. The fact is, the United States has already found itself in a recession, if not in the depression, because of this tariff war. The United States economy has crumbled, and it will take years if not decades to bring the United States economy back on the track again. Seeing the heavy damage the tariff war has already inflicted on this economy, it is no longer an exaggeration to say that the United States is already in an economic meltdown or in a Great Depression.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, but did I just hear that April 29th will be the last day cargo ships will be delivering imported goods to the U.S. on the West Coast, and then May 10th on the East Coast? What exactly happens when those products are gone? The shelves are empty. There's no more replenishment. What happens to the American people? Is his or their ego so big that they need to win this trade war at the expense of the American people's well-being? Like, are we just gonna die off one by one? Because you know damn well it's not gonna hurt him or his millionaire and billionaire friends. They will get the products somehow. What happens then?
This depression Americans will be experiencing is nothing compared to the 1929's World Economic Crisis or Depression, because millions of Americans will literally be homeless and starve to death. I even heard some people say that President Donald Trump and his cronies are considering making cannibalism legal in the United States. Finally, you must understand that 99% of Americans will suffer in this dire economic crisis Donald Trump has created for the United States, but the 1% of Americans, including Donald Trump himself, will not. Now it is up to you to make the right decisions and choices that will save you and your family.
UPS just announced that they're cutting 20,000 jobs. I'm not going to panic just yet. When they cut jobs from the post office, that's when I'll start panicking. Them motherfuckers will hire anybody. I worked at the post office for 3 years, on and off, because they kept letting me come back. You could literally walk into a post office right now. No badge, not have put in an application, didn't even take the test. They won't even know who you are. They'll just put you to work. They'll be like, hey, you'll take Route 20? You'll take C18? Yeah, we need you to go ahead and take these packages that's sitting right here. You ain't even got to take one of the trucks. If you got a car big enough, they'll throw it in the back of your car. I've taken my car plenty of times on routes. They be like, oh, you driving the Journey today? yeah, go ahead and take Route 3 and go ahead and load up C22 because we going to need you to take them routes. I promise you, when they start making cuts, that's when it's time to be scared. That's when it's time to panic because they'll let anybody work there. Anybody. They'll let a dog work there. They'll let a cricket that jumped in through the door work at the post office. I promise you, anybody can work at the post office. So when they start making cuts, that's when it's time to panic because them folks don't care. They'll pay you as long as you work. They may not pay you accurately. They may not pay you on time, but they're going to pay you eventually.